Hey everyone, I'm Sly and I'm here with D. And today we're going to talk about the fight that just ended between Tim Tszyu and Gausha. Now D, there was things I liked from Tszyu and things I didn't like. You want to break it down for us?
Yeah, so for the fight, what I didn't like and what I did like, so what I liked from him is that he was staying aggressive, he didn't stop throwing punches, and that he was cutting off angles and being the aggressor. One thing that I've noticed, though, that I didn't like is his footwork. And we go in on his defense, we go in on his offense, but one thing that I noticed to me that stood out was his footwork. He's off balance and he wasn't in angles. So if you look at him during go look at the 5th and 6th round, he has his feet and he's squared up. So in that first round, that was like one of the reasons why he got tagged, because he was like right in the middle. All Gausha had to do was just that 1-2, and it was like a perfect counter right there. And he didn't really change it up until around the 7th round, but in the middle rounds, he was doing it really bad. He was squared up, and because he was squared up, he was an easy target. And one thing about him that I didn't like is that he was too stiff. He was standing straight up. When you're in your boxing stance, you need 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and you need your legs bended, because when you throw that jab, you need to have power through your legs. And when you throw your 2, you need it from your back foot and when your hips, when you're turning for that 2 punch. And it was hard for him to do that because he was super stiff. He was standing straight up. And so that was the biggest thing. I go in on his defense and his offense of like how he was throwing his counters. But that was one thing that really stood out to me was his footwork. He really needs to improve that, because I'll give him a shot against the Charlo brothers. But I think Castano right now is the favorite in that division because he throws a lot of combination. He moves around. And with Tszyu, he needs to just move around in angles if he's going to take on those heavy hitters.
You know, Tim Tszyu here, kind of reminds me, honestly, and I was telling you during the fight, he kind of reminded me like of a poor man's Triple G, man. He was fighting, the dude has power, bro. I got to give his opponent freaking credit because he was taking some shots, dude. He was getting tagged, you know. The only thing is that Tim Tszyu, his freaking defense, it's not the greatest. You know, like, and he got caught in the first round because he was throwing a lazy ass jab, you know? He threw a lazy ass jab and he freaking got caught with the perfect shot. He was wide open for that straight and he got clocked. But like I said, I'll give him credit because, like I said, he reminds me a lot of freaking Triple G, because Triple G, his defense is freaking not good at all. He just like fights power. Yeah, he just goes freaking power. And Tszyu has power. Like, he does have freaking power. Maybe not as much as Triple G, but I mean, I like what I saw out of him. I think honestly that he won pretty much every round. Like, he dominated every round.
Except the first, yeah.
Except the first. But like I said, he got caught, and honestly, when I was watching this fight, I was thinking forward, like, what would he do against Charlo? What would you do against Castano? You know, I was thinking that the whole time, you know, and like, man, that's a big step up. Like, he says he wants it, he's ready. To credit to him is after the fight, he did say, I have to work on everything. He admitted, he's like, I have to work on everything. I'm not there yet. But I mean, his opponent was not no scrub. He was an Olympian.
And his opponents has gone against like heavy opponents, Lara. Yeah. So that was one guy who beat him in unanimous decision. So he has like good experience. He has over 20 fights. He only had like 2 losses at the time. And so he has like a winning record, good opponent. But I think he needs a fight at least like one more top contender, and then I think he'll be ready, just because, like I said, because of his footwork, he wasn't able to throw off his angles. And with his shots in the first round, like you were saying how he got tagged, I think he needs to just set up his punches a little bit better. He needs to just not go, because in the first round, why he also got tagged was he was just throwing 1-2 and he was stiff. He didn't start going to the body until around the 3rd, 4th round. And that's when he started having success. And that also comes with an identity. Like, what kind of fighter are you trying to be? Are you trying to be just a straight counterpuncher? Are you trying to be a heavy hitter? Because if you're trying to be like a heavy hitter, like similar how you were saying to GGG, you need to set up the shots. You need to go with the jab, 1-2. You need to go to the body, hook. You need to mix it up. You need to pick a body part and then start attacking it. And so he didn't really figure that out until the middle rounds. All right, he started going to the body, because even like the first 4 rounds, he was still standing up straight. It wasn't until around the 5th, 6th round he was going to the body. And so that's why I think he needs to just do more. He needs more of an identity to like what kind of fighter he wants wants to be. And with this fight, he should have just gone to the body early. That would have set everything up. But because he kind of was just like, kind of like you were saying, he was being lazy. He was kind of like taking the eye out the target. Boom, he got clocked. And he recovered good. I didn't think he was hurt. I was saying, he was off balance. But you can't make the mistakes against the Castano, against the Charlos.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, but like I said, I liked his work. I liked his body work, man. He was freaking going crazy to the body. He was freaking tagging him freaking bad. And like, I'm shocked. I'm surprised that Gausha was able to freaking withhold all the body shots and power. Like I said, like I would like to see him freaking set up his punches, because he was kind of like you said, he was like straight, like throwing his punches, like he didn't have his back foot back, and he was freaking just throwing like just wild. But then again, Gausha was on the ropes, so I mean, it was kind of hard for him to get that nice stance in. But
and that's one thing I want to see from him. Tszyu, he did a good job being aggressor and going to the body and fighting the inside, but why I'm saying the footwork is because I feel if he just turns his hip and uses his legs more when he's in the inside, he'll generate more power through that. And when he was fighting the inside for this fight, he was using like a lot of arm. Yeah. And with Gausha, he's not a scrub opponent. He's never been knocked down before. He's gone through the likes of Lara. He's gone through the likes of Lubin, who's a very good fighter. At the time when he fought him, he was 22-1. And so he has a good chin. And even though he almost got knocked down this round, I felt he could have. There was moments where he could have took over, where he had him hurt, and he just didn't press on the button.
Yeah. So I mean, he looked good, but he has his flaws. I mean, I'm excited though. I really am excited. Hopefully, he does better in training camp. Learns from his mistakes, because there were mistakes there. But I mean, I'm excited to see Charlo against Castano. And then seeing what happens after that, man. I'm excited.
I think I think he could beat Charlo. It's just the Castano fight. I would like to see him with just one more, the top contender, and then I feel he honestly, the Charlos, they get freaking tagged a lot. They're all bark, no action. But I feel he needs to have certain fights just to get ready for Castano.
Yeah.
But this was a good test because with Gausha, he had a really good jab and a really good 1-2.
And he was quick. He was quick. He was really quick on his feet. The 1-2s were fast. It was coming. He was tagging Tszyu. He was tagging Tszyu. So.
And that's how Castano is. Castano will throw a lot of combinations. And so this was a good opponent just to have a step forward. But I feel he needs just like one more top contender, and then he's right there in the mix.
There for it, yeah. So that's what we got, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you were impressed by his American debut, Tim Tszyu. Let us know. Make sure to like this video, comment, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.